Hello, today we are back with another tropical update. First, we'll briefly go over what has happened since our last update. Tropical Depression Sangda has recently become remnants, and then it is likely dissipated by now. It peaked as a tropical depression, and Trazes didn't become a tropical cyclone during its entire existence, which it was 95W. Before it dissipated. 96W has a high chance of forming, and 1S has completely lost its energy, and its remnants have really just died off, and it's not expected to continue on much longer. Frank, its remnants may have already dissipated, and Tropical Depression Georgette is expected to turn into remnants and die off soon. 1S peaked as a tropical storm, and Frank peaked as a Category 1 hurricane. Tropical Depression Georgette peaked as a tropical storm. Alright, let's move on to the next portion of the video. Alright, taking a look at the tropics and what's to come. We can see Georgette and Frank's almost empty swirl at this point. We do have a high chance of development for this system, 40% chance in the next 48 hours, and then 5 days, 90%, so it's really expected to become the next system. The next name would be Howard, and then followed by that, it would be Yvette, and then 30% chance for this second disturbance. Probably will not form, but has a small chance if it has any. Atlantic. Nothing really happening. We have an upper level low just north of the Caribbean islands. But other than that, there's nothing really tropical. We have one disturbance near Central America, but it is moving into the Eastern Pacific. Central Pacific, nothing really expected. We do see Georgette and maybe this system may form closer to Hawaii than to Mexico. Looking at the JTWC, they have not marked Trazes or Sangda, but they have 96W, having a high chance of forming, and then 1S is also not formed marked anymore, as pretty much dissipated. Now, looking onto the sea surface temperatures, very high in the Gulf of Mexico, and some the GFS has been showing some signs that the season is starting to pick up, and we could be seeing some stuff here, some development, and the European has also been showing that for the Caribbean. Looking at the North Atlantic, very warm. We see the loop current is very impressive. We see that sea surface temperatures are pretty warm for our area, and just very warm and maybe even conducive for development as you get closer to North Carolina and Virginia off the coast. Going a little bit out to sea further. Then just going to sea surface temperatures anomaly, you see that that cool pocket is actually kind of shrinking in the Eastern Atlantic. The Eastern Pacific is kind of half and half, and the Western Pacific is generally above average. But that's it as of now. Ocean heat content, very impressive for pretty much the entire western part of the basin. The Gulf of Mexico really blowing up the Caribbean is just as full of energy as the Gulf of Mexico, and the MDR takes a good third place. And then the subtropics in the east and the western Atlantic are really picking up, and something could be forming there as well in the future. The eastern part of the basin, the subtropics, not really any ocean heat content, but we do have that steering high pressure there anyway, so we will not be seeing much development there. Briefly going on to just what is to come in the future, we have thunderstorms possible overnight on Thursday into Friday. And today on Wednesday, we could be seeing some thunderstorms possible, producing an isolated tornado, wind, and hail. Some severe thunderstorms possible for Arizona, mainly concerning wind and maybe even a tiny bit risk for hail. But other than that, not much. Some of the west is having some of that thunderstorm risk, which is good. And then finally, to end up the video, we've had a lot of storm reports already today. Some wind, one hail report as well. Nothing for Arizona yet. We have no watches, but we have one mesoscale discussion concerning severe thunderstorms, and just concerning that severe threat today. Other than that, we just have some isolated dry thunderstorms and some severe, fire weather possible. So that is something to look out for. And this fire risk could be moving east as we get further into the week. Thunderstorm Outlook, very likely in several places. And yeah, we will be really watching for that. But quite dry for our region, as you can see. Actually, we'll look at tropical tidbits briefly. We see, I'll zoom into our region for the northeast. We see nothing really today, but as we get further into the week, we could be seeing some thunderstorms, with maybe Friday being a real hotspot with a lot of storms popping up, and maybe a severe threat then. Yeah, just looking at that, we see a lot of that daytime heating, almost popcorn-like thunderstorms, and really going on for maybe even Thursday, and then into Friday and potentially Saturday with it moving out. But that's going to do it for this video. Thank you for watching.